We're reporting this week from Philadelphia, which is the site of the annual RIMS conference and exhibition. And I'm standing in the Philadelphia Convention Center, where most of the action will take place this week. And it's no small feat either. 10,000 risk managers from over 50 countries have descended on the city of brotherly love to learn, to network, and also to give back. And let's take a glimpse of what's been happening so far. The buses are arriving and thousands of risk managers from around the globe are filing into the building behind me for the official start of RIMS 2012. And the theme this year, 50 years of making connections. So it seems only appropriate that they have come to a very important building here in Philadelphia, the Please Touch Museum. The Philadelphia Convention Center is a relatively new facility with state-of-the-art capability. The exhibit hall has 350 solution providers for attendees to meet with between some of the more than 120 topical sessions designed to support the risk management professional. As the conference got underway, we spoke with some of the attendees concerning hot topics this year.
Well, 2011 was the worst catastrophe year that Lloyd's has had in its history. We had claims of catastrophe claims totaling about $20 billion. But we showed a loss, but it was a loss that was well within our capacity. It didn't damage our capital base. Our capital is at record levels. Our rating remains at A+, and our reputation, I think, is as strong as it's ever been. So it was something we were able to handle, and it was, in a way, 2011 was a very good stress test for the Lloyd's market.
It's a crazy world for employment practices class actions right now. You got, disability class actions, you got discrimination class actions, you've got wage and hour class actions that are all evolving in different ways. And so risk managers are basically just confused about whether they should be scared or whether they should be happy.
You're seeing a complete resurgence of regulatory with respect to insurance and risk management generally. The rating agencies are extremely concerned about how various companies are handling risk. And you're seeing an increase in regulation.
We also followed RIMS on their Community Service Day, a relatively new but important initiative.
This is the 6th year that we've done a community service event, and the genesis of this actually started back in New Orleans, right after Hurricane Katrina. This year, we're wonderfully excited to be able to partner with Zurich, and the organization is Cradles to Crayons.
Well, Cradles to Crayons is an agency that helps children in the lowest income situations have the everyday essentials that they need to thrive.
The goal this year for this organization is to help 100,000 kids, which requires an awful lot of the kind of work we did today. It also requires an awful lot of product. So when we head back to the conference, let's talk it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit more product in here, more clothing, more toys. Fill those bins in the conference center. That'll be absolutely helpful for sure.
And a bit of ceremony as well, when Marsh presented Lloyd's with the original slip from the Carpathia, the first ship to respond to the fateful Titanic 100 years ago. I'm talking to the chairman of Lloyd's of London and also Dan Glazer of Marsh. Gentlemen, ever so many thanks for talking to us. We have a piece of Titanic history.
Well, it's very exciting for us to discover this in our records, and we're thrilled to be able to give this to Chairman Nelson as a permanent loan for the Lloyd's collection. I think it's a great piece of history.
I think that what it demonstrates is that Lloyd's is there to ensure catastrophes, and the loss of the Titanic was, in marine terms, a catastrophe. And don't let us forget that 1,500 lives were lost. So